Alright, so we're going to continue with part 4. In this one we're going to work on the style sheet. So let's get that. Alright, so that's what it's going to end up looking like soon. Here's what it looks like right now. Alright, and so I am going to drag this over here so that we can have, where is it? A lot of tabs. Where it is. So we can have this open as we work on it, see what it looks like. Alright, here's the style sheet. Okay, so let's get going. Alright, so what we want to do first is we want to center everything in here. So that will be everything inside the main div. Text line center. Alright, so that centers everything. And then we want to give it some space above and below all the content. So I don't care about the sides, I just want the top and the bottom. So I'm going to use padding, and so top and bottom is the first number, and the second number is left and right. Alright, so it's centered, there's some space there. Okay, let's see. So here's what it's going to look like. So let's work on the first paragraph. Okay, first paragraph. Alright, so the first paragraph, that's in join, we got dot sub 1. That's the class we have for it. We're going to set the font size to be bigger. 24 pixels, and we're going to set the color to the dark blue. Alright, so we have that, and I'm looking at it and these paragraphs are like right on top of each other, so let's style all the paragraphs inside the join div, give it some space. So I'll do that up here. Dot join space P. So every paragraph, margin bottom, 20 pixels, maybe 30 pixels. Okay. Alright, so that first paragraph is looking pretty good. So that looks just about right to me. Let's do the second paragraph. Alright, second paragraph. So I'm just going to copy this. And this one is sub 2. And this one, font size is bigger. I checked it out, it's 32 pixels. And the color is going to be different too. It's the darkest blue. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, the darkest blue. And then we want, so we have the span tag right here. So the 300,000 plus, that has a span tag around it. We want to change that to the orange. Okay, so let's see. Join. So I'll just do P span. Well, no. I'll do join.sub2 span, in case we add span somewhere else later. So the span tag inside the sub2 paragraph. And it should be orange. Where's the orange color? Alright. Color orange. So there we have that. And let's see how it looks. Alright, so that looks pretty good. So now let's work on the form. Alright, so the form, I guess if we look at how it's supposed to look, so the boxes are bigger, the submit button is big and orange, so let's make this look spectacular. How about it? Alright, so join. So we're gonna select all the inputs, so each of them. We are going to give them all some padding. 10 pixels. If you look at it. So it needs to be a lot, so more than 10 pixels. 15 pixels. That looks about right. 15 pixels. Okay, and let's give it the darkest color border. So border, 1 pixel, solid, and we're gonna use that same color, this darkest color. Alright. And what else? So we need some space between them. See how there's like a little more space here between these guys? So add some space. So we want to do the left and right margin. We'll do. Okay, so margin. So we're not going to deal with the top and the bottom. We're going to deal with the left and right. That looks like 5 pixels to me. Okay. Next. What's next? Alright. So if we look at how it's supposed to look, the inputs are definitely wider. So let's make them wider. 200, still not wide enough. 250. It looks like it's the right size. Okay. And notice this one thing. When you click in here, how nothing happens. If you click in this one, see how it turns black? That is the outline. So we can get rid of that. I mean, not that it's a huge deal, but we're trying to like match the website. Outline 0 pixels. So now when you click in here, that is not going to happen. Alright. And then if we look at it, the placeholder is bigger and it's gray. So we can fix that. So we'll do join input colon placeholder. So the color is, I don't think I have it in the list, but it's like just a standard gray. It's just all A's. And the font size should be a little bigger. 16 pixels. Okay, so that looks good. The only thing left to do is our submit button. So it's orange, it has rounded corners, text is white. Alright. So how do we select the submit button? Well, we could give it a class, but there's a way to select it without giving it a class. You do, so instead of just typing, like this would be like all inputs, right? You can specify only a submit, like we're going to do like an attribute selector. So like type equals submit. Alright, so this will be like an input that has a type that is equal to submit. Okay. Now if we look at it, alright, it's got the orange color, rounded corners. Alright, so we want background color is that orange. This is it. Okay. We need some rounded corners. 5 pixels. If you look at this, there's no border, so we got to get rid of the border. Border, 0 pixels. Okay. The text should be white and bigger. Font size, how much bigger? I think that much, not too much. 16 pixels. Color, white. I'll use all Fs. And, oops. I guess it should be bold too. Font weight, bold. Alright. And if we look at it closely, the submit button is not the same width as these other two guys. So we gotta make it shorter. Not shorter. Less wide, I guess. Less wide. Alright. So we'll do width. So let's see. Right now the inputs are all 250. I guess we'll make this one 200. And that looks good. Okay. And I think that's about it. Let's see if it looks the same. So there. Yep. Pretty nice. Alright. So that's it.